Hello everyone, this is Dr. Song. Welcome to my YouTube video. Today, I'd like to show you how you can import the data in the SPSS dataset to have the result in the descriptive statistics. I explained this in my quantitative research method course. Maybe you saw that, and then I told you I will do another separate session to demonstrate how you can construct the data set. So this is the that session I wanted to show you. So you can see here, practice one. Enter the data below the into SPSS and save the file. So I made the one SPSS file. So I want to show you what I made. That is here. So you can see that according to the instructions, there is the ID and then the gender, age, and the veggies and the snack. So I constructed the data set according to that instruction. So here you can see that the biological sex, their age, and how much they like vegetables on a scale from the 0 to 100. So you can see here is a veggies, and then that is the indications how much the person like the veggies. So, and then their favorite snack. So that is also is written their favorite snack. So that is a 1, 2 like this, 1, 2, 1, 3 like that. But you know the SPSS it takes only the numerical numbers values. So you cannot write the like what you saw here, the snack, chocolate, candy, etc. You have to give the value in the numerical value. So that's why I wanted to show you how you can construct this. So you can see here gender is a male, female, and then there is chocolate, candy, etc. That is the literal the value. I mean that is the meaning. So this literal meaning should be coded as a numbers. So here, the age is 1, 1. 1 is a male and then 2 is a female. So you have to go to the variable view and then the gender is here. You should give the value. So you give the value. That is 1. That is a label is a male. And then another value is a 2. That is a female. Yeah, and then now you say, okay. Now the SPSS understands that when it's written 1 is a male and then 2 is a female, okay? And then now about the snack, you can give also the value of each one. So the number 1, I think that was the, let's see the what was, a chocolate. That was a chocolate. So you can put here chocolate. And then number 2 was a candy. Okay, and then number 3, I think that was chips. Okay, and then number 4, I think that was popcorn. And then number 5, let's see what was that. Was apple. So that was the apples. So number 5, that was apples. Okay, so you can say that, okay. Now, you know, when you see the 1, what that means, that is a chocolate. And then the 5, what that means, that is apple, etc. So this is the first thing you have to do when you import the data set from the Excel, and you have to give a value of the each number. So this is done. And now let's see what we have to do. And then descriptive statistics. We have to conduct the descriptive analysis. So the brief report, and then that I show you how you have to do. It's like this one. That is a APA report about your continuous variable. And this is about the report of your categorical variable. So in this exercise, the sex and the snack, they are categorical variables. So you have to report according to APA report categorical variable. And the age and the veggies, they are numerical, like a continuous variable. So you have to report it by this way. So in this case, here, you can see the sex and the snack. That is a categorical variable. How you obtain the information about the categorical variable, that is analyzed, and then the descriptive statistics, and then frequencies. And then you can put the categorical variable snack and then sex here. And then statistics, you can go for it's not the mean, median, mode. So mean, median, that is for the continuous and then ordinal variable. So you have to put the mode. And then it's nothing to change here because it's not, that is for the continuous variable. So that's it. And then continue. And then you can make the chart with the bar chart. No, you pie chart is better because it's a categorical variable. And then continue. And then you can say, okay. And now you will obtain the output. In the output and get the descriptive analysis information. So about the sex, you have the male that is 50%, 50%. So it was the same number of people. And then you can see here the people's preference about the snack. Chocolate is 25%, candy 20, and then chips 10% like this. So you will get this table as to provide the analysis of descriptive. And the pie chart, male and female, that is the same number of people. And the snack, you can see the visually, chocolate was the most preferred snack. So this is what you can provide as the categorical variable. And now you go back to the your data set, and the age and the values, they are continuous variables. So to obtain the frequency table, you can do the descriptive statistics and then descriptive. And then you can put the now age and the values because they are continuous variable. And you will go to the options. Now you can see, okay, so this is the descriptive. Let's do the about the frequencies. So analyze, descriptive, and then the frequencies. So you can go make that back. And now let's see the age and the veggies. They are going the box statistics. You will say the median, mode, and mean. Everything is possible for continuous variable. And the standard deviation, and then range, and the variance also, skewness, kurtosis, yeah. Minimum, maximum, that is related to the range, so it's okay. And then that is good. And then the chart, you can obtain now the histogram. Okay, continue. So now you can say that okay, but I will show you a bit later. So okay, you can say that okay. And then you will obtain the frequencies of the continuous variable. So here, there you can obtain many different information. Mean and the median and mode. We can see that they are slightly different, but they are not very big difference. So we can say the 7. So the age of 7, that is a central tendency. Standard deviation you can obtain, and then also the skewness and then the kurtosis. So they are okay also. And then the frequency table of the age, that was age, so you can obtain the separately. Age is about the 4 is a 10%, and then what is the 7? You can see 7, that is the central tendency 20%, and the veggies, what is was so veggies, about the veggies, you can see here the mean was 60. So you can see here the 60, uh, they have the central tendencies here about the 60. So between 59 and then 60, you can see the preference about the veggies, that is about 60%. Now you can see the histogram. You can draw the curve. So like this, and then that is the normal curve, and then you close, and then you close, and then you can see in the output. Now that is a normal curve. So there is no skewness, no kurtosis about the age. And the veggies also, you can draw the normal curve, and then you can see that that is a slightly um, so that is slightly negatively skewed. So there are more responses in the right side, but it's not very serious. So you can see that is a values. So that is the information about the descriptive statistics according to the this table. Now, the what we have to do, the last thing is that um, they say that jet scores about the veggies. So we have to obtain the extreme values like outliers. You can find from the jet scores outliers. If there is a plus minus 3, and then you can consider they are outliers. So let's see about that. Here, when you go to the analyze and then descriptive statistics and then descriptives, you can put the veggies in the box, and then the save standardize the value in the variables, and okay. And now you will go back to your data set, and you can see the veggies are here. Okay, let's make the decimal value is more like 2. That will be the simpler. So you can see here, now you have only the 2 decimal points. So about this, you can click that sort by ascending, yeah. And then you can see the from the very smallest value until the biggest one, and then you don't find any plus minus 3. So there are no outliers. Okay, there are no outliers. And when you check these jet scores, you want to go back to the normal data you had before. Now you can do the ID with the sort ascending, and then that is everything is resorted as the like before from the participant 1 and 20. That's why the ID variable is very, very important. When you want to check about the Z scores, without a ID, that will be a bit difficult because you have to check the every participant. But by just simple click, you can find it by a sort ascending. You can find the smallest value to the biggest value. So that was in fact what I wanted to show you about this practice one with this data. And then that is about the descriptive analysis we can obtain from the SPSS. Okay, so this is my session for my research quantitative research course. And next time I will show you how you can obtain the total scores from the Likert scale variables. Thank you very much, and then I'll see you next time.